To get it from the mud to build from the ground.
You're a man of your word.
100%. I remember even too.
Being a man is hard.
My finances, like the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
But
We are back. Yes, we are live here at Brothers United Network. Man, we are back with another video. Before we begin this video, I would like for you guys to definitely hit that like button, because we're going to have to push this video. Because in today's video, we got to talk about B. Simone getting emotional because she's broke. Isn't that funny? Coming from a woman who announced to the world that she will not, and I repeat, will not date a 9-to-5er. It's too close to being broke for her. Yes. Isn't that funny? See, now real life has hit you. See, no matter how much money you have, life can flip and turn upside down. You can have money today. You can actually go broke tomorrow. It's possible. See, B. Simone thought men was below her who worked at 9-to-5. If they wasn't entrepreneurs, getting all this crazy money, doing these things. I even know overheard her say, even a drug dealer, long as he's an entrepreneur. You know. She died, I didn't catch that, but I think most of us men, we caught that. Now B. Simone is funny because now you get to be with the common folks. See, you crying over here talking about you couldn't shop at Bloomington, and you sad and upset because you had to shop at H&M. And H&M ain't cheap, by the way, but she was crying about that. I have no sympathy for you. And I get tired of women like you who think you're above people because of your certain level of status or money. You disrespect the hardworking men. That the hardworking men, if it wasn't for the hardworking men, you wouldn't even have electricity. As if it wasn't for the hardworking men, you wouldn't even have the AC that you have the luxury of cutting on and feeling the breath of fresh air when it's hot as hell outside. Right? You disrespected every man in the world when you came out with that 9-to-5 stuff. And now that you're going through problems, it's a problem. Now that you're going through problems in life, it's a problem. Now that you have this financial situation, the world is falling apart now. Now that you can't shop at Bloomington and you have to shop at H&M, it's a whole problem. Right? You got to be kidding me. Be grateful that you had the opportunities that you was afforded to. But see, you wasn't humble. You wasn't humble. See, you got arrogant and thought you was better than people. Even looking at men that built this country, the average man, the construction worker, the plumber, the electrician, the everyday working man who worked that 9-to-5 that was below you, you had a problem. You couldn't deal with no man like that. And if it wasn't for men like that, you wouldn't be afforded the amenities that you have today. The mechanic. These are important jobs. And now that you had hit that hard times, you feel like you're finna be going with the common folk, right? Or you go ahead and sign up for that 9 to 5 now, right? Crying about because you couldn't shop at Bloomington and you had to shop at H&M. Ain't nobody worrying about that when it's kids out here and people out here who not even eating. And you crying about that. I have no sympathy for you. Just like you had no sympathy for the guys who work 9 to 5, who was below you. Yeah. The man who built your house that you living in. He worked at 9 to 5. He was a construction worker. You diss all the people who built this place that we live in, this country, this world. The hardworking men. And that's why society messed up today. That's why people don't want to work hard no more. Because of people like you who put in people's head that working a 9 to 5 and being a hardworking man, it's not good enough anymore. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. I guess you're hitting hard times now, B. Simone. I guess it's going to be good enough for you if you got to go back to the 9 to 5. Since you can't shop at Bloomington no more and you got to shop at H&M. That's right. They got jobs hiring for people like you. That's what you get emotional about. Because the money getting funny, now it's time to get emotional and sad. But you put down the same people who work that 9 to 5, who bust their butt every day to keep this country functionable. But you were so high on the throne. You were so high and mighty that the average working man just wasn't enough for you. And now that you hit hard times, which everybody goes through hard times, which I don't understand. I guess you thought that was beneath you, hard times. It don't look like it is now. It don't. Now, B. Simone, you got to deal with that real life. You know that real life when people go through things and they can't buy the stuff they want to buy anymore because they can? B. Simone talking about that real life. That real life where you actually got to look for a job because you're hitting hard times. You got to work extra hours. You know, the same people that worked the 9 to 5 that was beneath you like men. I'm talking about real life.